take another L. Designer on me.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Washington football team taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Carried by the wide receiver.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to get his man out of the backfield, complete.
Haskins pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a give to Penny. A look at the numbers from Penny last week. 19 carries, 57 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 23. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Penny, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And
3. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
The 11-yard line.
They'll run with McKissick. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
J.D.
J.D. McKissick, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Terry McLaurin.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But
looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A handoff to Barkley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Seattle.
Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's a give to Barkley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
3rd down.
Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings
second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. Play action. Now Wilson. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
For Seattle.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Roman on the return. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bruce Irvin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Incomplete.
He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff for Seattle.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former second-round pick out of Alabama. That's why he was drafted, but he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
56.
Here's Haskins to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ortiz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Rashad Penny. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. From the gun, Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
12-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go back to the ground now with Penny. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Penny, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Penny. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Dunbar on the tackle.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Washington 24.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs? And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson on the move to his left. Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 44-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Wilson's pass complete to DK Metcalf.
3 points separating these 2 sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Seattle.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On second down, here's Barkley. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22.
So here's Haskins in the Washington offense. Down 28-24, 36 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here we go with Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Washington, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.